What's up, you guys? So with the recent Pokemon boom, I'm realizing my vintage collection might be worth some serious money. So let's take a look at it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Jacob, and here's my vintage Pokemon collection I wanted to share with you guys. So I want to go through my binder first here. As you can see, I did some graffiti on the front. So for this first page, it looks like I got a lot of base set stuff. This is my collection that's not including the 80 cards I sent off to PSA. I did that with Tanner McBride through Pokemob. The video will be right here if you want to go check that one out. But this is my base set stuff. So I've got 3 Gyarados, a couple Hitmonchan, 2 Machamps, and a Zapdos. And all these guys, we went through all of them, and the quality of them isn't perfect. There's some hollow bleed on the sides, and there's a little bit of too much whitening for us to want to submit them to PSA. So instead of doing that, I'm just gonna hang on to them. If any of you guys watching this want some of these cards, feel free to leave a comment or reach out, and we can work something out for sure if you want to trade or if you wanted to buy some of these cards. And then getting into the jungle hollows right here, I've got a couple Clefables, Pidgeot, 2 Wigglytuff, 3 Kangaskhan, and an Electrode. And I'll just go fairly quickly through this stuff, but these cards could actually be worth quite a bit of money in the future, and especially with the recent Logan Paul boom, with him purchasing all those base set first edition booster boxes, who knows what the prices of these things can be worth in the future. I've always loved the evolutions in this set. They're beautiful. 3 Lapras right there up top, Articuno Moltres, no Zapdos here, but I do have a couple in the base set. 2 Raichus. Got a Magneton. I've always been a big fan of the background on these Hitmonlee and Kabutops cards. They're so beautiful, like that rusty brown color is just so awesome to me. Here we just got some assorted stuff. I have the Aerodactyl pre-release first edition card, Alakazam, Koga. Couple promo cards from back in the day, a Dark Vileplume, Misty's Gyarados, Misty's Tentacruel. And these right here are just hollows from the Platinum sets, which are from 2008 through 2010, I believe. There's some Heart Gold, Soul Silver stuff in here as well. I'm just gonna go through them quickly. None of these have PSA 9s or 10s in existence, honestly, because no one's submitting them yet, but I think that if I hold on to them for long enough, they could be worth something in the future. Like I said, these are the ones that I've basically ruled out of PSA for right now. I've got a fat stack right here that I'll show you guys a little bit later that I think are worthy of PSA and that we might be submitting after I get my 80 cards back that I currently have out there right now. Now here are some of the cooler cards, in my opinion, Level X cards, which are super underrated right now. I honestly think these cards are gonna quadruple, even quintuple in value within the next year. 2021 will be the year that people want to start collecting these Level X cards again. So I've got a ton of different assorted ones here, and I've got a lot more in this stack to my left. Finishing up with a couple Wash Rotom, Marowak Break card, and a couple Prime cards, which are from Heart Gold, Soul Silver sets. Those are some of my favorites as well, and I think they're severely underrated right now. But that's it for my binder, so let's go through some of my single cards here that I think are gonna be worthy of PSA in the next couple months or years. All right, guys, let's jump into it. I'm just gonna go one by one on these cards, and a couple of them have duplicates, but these are some of the best cards that I think are in my collection that I have not submitted quite yet, that are in pretty much 9 or 10 condition as far as PSA grading goes. The first one being a Rayquaza EX. I can't remember what set this is from. I believe it's Dragons Exalted from 2011. So those guys are just super beautiful. Then we got a Giratina EX from the same set. a Ho-Oh EX. I would say that these were equivalent of like a GX or a V card nowadays. All right, so that's it for my EX stuff. It was like the early era EX stuff. Here's some of my prime cards that I had from the Heart Gold, Soul Silver era. So I have a Lantern EX, a Steelix, and these guys are all just beautiful condition. Donphan, Meganium, and then I've got a Legend card from the Heart Gold, Soul Silver era. I believe I submitted the top and bottom half of this. I had a couple duplicates of it that they're already at PSA right now, so I just hung on to one of them. That's it for my primes. Let's get into my Level X cards that I think are really, really cool. Some of my favorite cards that I've ever opened up back in the day. Got a Tangrowth from Platinum and Empoleon. Two Elective IRVs, or FBs, excuse me. Dusknoir, one of my favorite Level X cards right here. Blaziken FB. I just love the look of these cards. The border, the silver border is so bright in person. And then they're just kind of popping out of the box. It's so cool. All right, guys, that's it for my Level X cards. Let's go to some of the newer era cards that I've been recently opening up. The Espeon and the Umbreon GXs. I believe these are promos. I can't remember what set this is from, but I love these cards. They're really, really cool. So let's go through some of my older holos that I have that I believe will be worth something in the future here. Let's start it off with one of my favorites. This is a secret rare Arceus from the Platinum Arceus set. I submitted an entire set. There's 9 different ones for each fighting, or for each type. And I submitted one for each. Hopefully they all come back 10s. That would be absolutely amazing, but we'll see. These two right here in particular, these two Dialga, are some of my favorites as well. I love how colorful that background is. And then now we're getting into some of the secret rare stuff from Heart Gold, Soul Silver era. I've got 2 Alpha lithographs, which aren't very popular right now, but they're one of my favorite cards from back in the day because they're textured. And so if you actually touch them, they have like a braille feeling to them. You can actually feel the texture on there. So first, there's the second. 2 different ones. And here's one of my favorite secret rares from, I believe, Supreme Victors? Is it Supreme Victors? I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. It's been a while. The Shining Gyarados. Such a cool card. Just absolutely beautiful. Then I've got another Shining Drifloon. That's from some Platinum series, I'm not sure. Deoxys EX. And then I've got some, these are the base set and fossil cards that I think are worthy of actually grading in the future. Most of the ones in my binder here are a little bit scuffed up. They probably wouldn't get better than a PSA 7. So these are the ones that I'm holding on to just to be safe. And then these reverse holos and Japanese cards, I'm not honestly sure where I got them from. This is one of my favorite secret rare cards. I can't remember exactly how I obtained it, honestly, but it's the original Imakuni's Doduo, which was super rare back in the day. I'm not sure how the value is for this card in the current market, but I'm sure that, you know, some people are searching for that card. And then I've got a promo Meowth still in the original steel here, which is kind of cool. All right, guys, just a couple more cards left. Some of the ones that I'm certainly going to be submitting to PSA. Some of them are newer, some of them are older, but we'll just go through them one by one as well. So the first is a Mars Trainer, full art. second is Boss's Orders, which I pulled from a single pack in my stocking that my fiance bought me, which was amazing. And we also pulled this one out of the second pack she gave me. So she got me 2 packs in my stocking, and we pulled 2 secret rares, which was freaking amazing. Crobat V, Dragonite GX, one of my favorite cards. And I think this is definitely 10 worthy. A lot of these I pulled recently, so this stack here I pulled recently, but these ones in the back here are older. So this is a Ho-Oh EX from Dragons Exalted. And I believe when these cards first started coming out, they were the first rendition of actual like full art textured cards. So when you see them nowadays and they're so common, like back in the day, these were super crazy to pull. Another Blaziken FB level X. Dialga G level X. Salamence level X. And then I've got a couple fossil cards that are in pretty good condition here. I know that the fossil worth isn't crazy right now, but hopefully, you know, they end up spiking. I know there is first edition, so, but I'm considering to grade these two just to have. Well, all right, guys, that's it. That's all the cards I have left, minus the 80 cards that I submitted to PSA to be graded, which will hopefully all come back, you know, relatively high. I have a lot of Shadowless cards in there, first edition cards, level X's with potential PSA 10s, prime cards with potential PSA 10s. So if you want to watch some of that stuff and you want to see those PSA returns, feel free to subscribe and leave a like on this video and share with your friends. Cheers, guys.